My name is Michelle Down and I am a therapist, I'm a coach and a facilitator, and I work principally within organisations. So I go into organisations as an executive coach and also as a facilitator. I run workshops and I do a lot of helping organisations to manage change.
I'm Eve Menezes-Cunningham. I'm BACP Coaching's executive specialist for communications, and I run the Feel Better Everyday consultancy.
My name's Steve Page. I'm on the executive of BACP Coaching, and I have the title of executive specialist for supervision because I have quite a background in that area.
My name's Becky Wright. I direct the work of New Leaf Life Design, and I'm also an executive specialist with the BACP, looking at counsellors who coach and the promotion of them.
I'm Jill Fennings-Monkman. I am the current chair of BACP Coaching, and I'm also in private practice. I've been in private practice now for 17 years, and I work as a coach, as a counsellor and as a supervisor.
I work separately with coaching where needed, but I do integrative coach therapy. The kind of counselling I do, psychosynthesis, is quite forward and potential focused as well, and I also integrate some other therapies.
Within my own practice, I've developed a model so that I can integrate counselling and coaching, and I'm calling that life design, and it helps people who perhaps have blocks and they want to move forwards in their career, profession, or just in their life. And I think very much having the confidence to do that and the confidence to integrate these two ways of working has really enhanced my practice, and it's allowed me to go into workplaces, and now as a business we're looking to integrate that within our work, and that is going to be our offering within our employee assistance programme.
Well, in my business, which is called Counselling for a Change, I have different contracts with different clients that are very explicit at the beginning about the piece of work that we're going to do. So I have organisational contracts where I might contract to go into an organisation, do some executive or leadership coaching. I also have contracts with individuals that I work with at home. They may be in business and they may also need some therapeutic work, so that might be a mixture of the two, and we would talk about that explicitly at the onset. And then there are other people that come who really just want therapy, and that is a therapeutic contract. But as we get to the end of that piece, if they really want to start looking at their life and developing other things in their lives, then we might do some coaching at the end of that piece of work.
Well, I work as both a coach and a coach supervisor, so I have a number of coach supervisees who I see in much the same way as I see counselling therapy supervisees on a regular basis, part of the contract. In terms of my coaching, I do that in a number of different ways. So I have a private practice up in North Yorkshire, and I have some people come directly to me saying, can I provide some coaching? I have some where I work in an integrated way using both therapeutic and coaching, and that's contracted with them. And then I do also have some clients I do simply counselling therapy with. Then I have a number of people I coach through a community programme that I'm involved in, Coaching York. And finally I do some coaching work in organisations.
Coaching's benefited my practice immeasurably. It's kind of a symbiosis, I suppose, because being a therapist really informs my coaching practice. And for me, coaching has taken it to a different level. I feel much more effective as a coach, and within an organisational setting, because I have a business background, I just feel very comfortable. And for me, it's been a pleasure. I've been a coach for about 17 years now. Watching people in organisations develop and grow is incredibly rewarding.
Coaching kind of started my practice. It was the first thing I trained in after quite a strange complementary therapy and crystal therapy, and then I trained as a coach, and then I added NLP, EFT, psychosynthesis counselling, yoga therapy for mental health, and then I trained in integrative counselling and coaching. So I've been coaching for as long as I've had a practice, really. it helped me realise that I wanted a practice.
I almost want to turn that question on its head. What coaching has done is it's enabled me to bring together the two strands that have been there all through my career, which are essentially, on the one hand, therapeutic and working with individuals, and on the other hand, having leadership roles within organisations. And my whole career has been those two strands. If you look back, they're there. And for me, coaching has helped to make sense of that and bring it all together.
I earn more money since I've been a coach, which is very nice, thank you. It's also benefited me. I feel it's allowed me to be more authentic. So one of the key things is that I feel that I'm integrating my skills and I'm offering more of myself than I have in the past.
Coaching has benefited my practice so much because what I have seen in the introduction of coaching, and I learnt this actually at the Women's Business Centre that I set up in Newham in East London, was that coaching can transform lives. And so what I witness in my clients is that the combination of the therapeutic and the coaching piece is really helping people to create the lives that they want, to create the change they want, but to embed that change and to create a different future for themselves.
I was looking at my LinkedIn site one day and something popped up with regard to a network group in coaching. And previously, I've always worked for myself. Either I was running businesses or I was working as a psychotherapist or as a coach. And I just thought it'd be really interesting to meet other people. So I went along to a London network meeting and I felt so comfortable. It just felt as if I was suddenly in an organisation of like-minded people discussing the same issues, wondering about the ethics involved in what we do. And suddenly I felt less isolated, I suppose, although I had enjoyed working on my own, and I still do. It's just nice to meet other individuals. So I joined BACP Coaching.
I found out about it when I was a student member of BACP when I was doing my counselling training, and I absolutely loved the network meetings, found them so inspiring and encouraging, so I joined as a student member and have just kept that up.
Okay, well when I first joined it, I simply ticked the box and without any great thought, oh I do coaching, yes okay, so I ticked that box. What's really fired me up in terms of BACP coaching was, well, it was actually you, Jill, at a practitioner conference in Leeds about 18 months ago, and I went to the session that you were doing, and it's like, oh, this is where I belong. And it was that strong sense of, this is where I belong. It's like, yeah, I don't just belong in the therapy counselling world, I don't just belong in the coaching world, I belong where they come together.
I'm afraid I was quite disillusioned by the BACP, and when I joined I thought I either make the change and become the change that I want to see happen, or I'll leave. So I decided I would join, and I'm very pleased that I have, and I'm very pleased to be part of BACP Coaching and seeing it move forwards in the future.
I joined BACP Coaching because when I saw it in an email or in the journal I got so excited. Simply because I just finished my dissertation, which recommended that one of the organisations, the associations, take this on. So I was so proud that BACP was kind of innovating in this way. And then I was even more excited when Linda Aspey phoned me up that summer and asked me if I'd come and join the first executive team. So I was very proud to take that post up 6 years ago.
There are lots of nice things about being involved in BACP Coaching. The executive team are fantastic. We really enjoy working together and having the opportunity to make a real difference to therapists who coach and to be able to inform the way in which we work and contribute is very rewarding and I think very needed.
Being with people who talk the same language as I do. Being with people who I really understand, I really get, and I feel understand me and get me. And being involved in taking for me, a really interesting aspect of the therapeutic world, if you like, forward. That and being part of doing that both at a coaching level and supervision level in a way that I hope will leave some legacy as that goes forward.
The people I've met, definitely. We have so much fun. I know that sounds really cheesy, but we've been giggling so much at this meeting here. Just really inspirational people working with coaching and counselling in so many different ways, and it's just really expansive and inspiring.
For me, I'm part of an amazing team here. They're a team of people who I feel very privileged to be part of. It's allowed me to get more involved in the BACP and to make greater use of my membership, which I wasn't doing in the past.
The best thing about volunteering for BACP Coaching for me has been going out and meeting the members and really getting a feel for the needs within this very innovative group of practitioners who are growing all the time, that want to do the very best for their clients and want to move into a different skill set that will enable that process, or give them a different kind of income stream as well. But another thing for me is working with a fantastic group of people and the energy that comes from working with the executive, but also the broader team within BACP, and being part of that story and that journey as it evolves.